Hi, it's Benjamin Mestrole, and tonight I will introduce you with the beta of a preview of Portal 2.5. This is the product that we will announce next week more officially during the Google Asian Southeast World Tour. We will go with Google to introduce our products and what we are doing with the Google Open Social API and the Google gadgets. You will see that we have some relationship in that product, but there will be more news next week about it. So we'll go with to Singapore, Bangkok in Thailand, Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, Manille, and we'll finish, of course, to spend some 3 days only in our Hanoi offices in Vietnam. So we'll go with Google and we'll introduce many new things and many news and stuff like that. But tonight I will show you with our new product, which is Portal 2.5. This is not the final skin, but this is something that is really close to the final because it's a new one. We try to have a new visual identity for each new product. So as usual, we can move from one page to another using Ajax or non-Ajax when you're dealing with pages, same as before. That's quite interesting. So I will just focus on the new things that we do have on that new portal. We do have forget passwords, forgot my username, so it's a new stuff. But let's not focus on that. So let's log in as a root user, and when you log in as a root user, as with the Portal 2.2 version, we do have menus that depends on the role you have in a group. So that's quite a cool stuff. But what changes a lot is the administration part when you go to the application registry. The application registry is now organized with 3 tabs. Before it was only one. So 3 tabs you can have in the web and the administration. You can handle both portlets components and gadget components. So this is something that is really cool in that new model. So the portlet here, those are the portlets that are deployed in the WAR into the portal. So it's the GSR 168 and GSR 286 application, but you can also point to remote portlets, which are WSRP. That is configured within the XML and stuff. You do also can see the portlet preferences here and see all the portlets that you could add into your page. So like, for example, if I want to add a new category that I will call it test, now I can also have permissions like this category, anyone can see it, and display name test, cool category, and I save that category, and within the category I can add portlets. And as a portlet, I can have many of those portlets that we've seen just before. The components, like let's say, for example, the dashboard portlet. Let's save that portlet and call it dashboard. And now we do have the portlet in that stuff, and I can also make it public. It does generate from the category part. We do also have a new component. So before we were using widgets, eXo widgets with eXo API. But the big news in that new product, and this is incredibly powerful, this is the support of Google gadget APIs. So the gadgets, they have a specification, which is also one of the key points of Open Social, and we'll have a lot of news about that later on. But the good point is that in that gadget, you can see the existing gadgets. They can be remote here, or they can be local gadgets, and you can edit it here. Like this one, which is a local gadget. You can create a new gadget, or you can add a remote gadget. So let's add a remote gadget, like for example the Sudoku. We can get it here from here. I can copy the gadget, and I can make it like a remote gadget here. Yeah, and after that I get the information about the Sudoku that I can also either get it from the remotes, copy it to the local point of it, and then edit the stuff. the XML. That's quite impressive. For example, if I go to the to-do page, I'm able to edit the code, and here I get the code, and I can edit the gadget code that way. We also provide an even more powerful way as we expose the gadget as a HTTP through WebDAV. It's even possible into the URL here to put into your text editor using WebDAV the location of the document, and you can edit and provide your credentials. And thanks to the IDE, which could be used like Eclipse or stuff like that, you can make remote change from an IDE that supports a JavaScript syntax and so on. That's extremely cool. So let's also create a new gadget. Let's call it my gadget, and let's have a look at New York Times gadget here. We can have a look at it here, like this one. And we can have a view at the view page source of the gadget. Here we see, no, I guess this is not, yeah, maybe it is. So here it's not a gadget actually, it's a RSS feed. Let's find this one more, probably it's more a gadget, which is a currency converter. Yeah, this one is a gadget. So view page source, I will copy that one, and I will put it as a gadget into the eXo part here. Okay, so let's save a gadget, and here we have the currency converter with the logo, and I can edit. Yeah, that's cool. So now what we'll do is we have another one, which no, we don't have another one. Okay, so that's a Facebook one, and here let's go to organize, and I will be able now to add also the gadget we've defined just before. So let's go to the gadget part, and let's add the Sudoku or the currency. So let's start with the Sudoku. So if I add the Sudoku, you will see that it's been added here, and that's something that is quite cool. A free Sudoku puzzle. Can make it public or so on. The name is automate, is imported, but we can also add our own name, like in the gadget currency converter, and that one is of course something that that is how can I say that, the administration part. But thanks to that, you can create categories that can have portlets or gadgets, and the gadget can be used within portlets. That's quite cool. Or on the left part, like that. So here, this is a calendar gadget. I can remove it, and I can add another one here, like the test, like the free Sudoku. So let's add the Sudoku, and you will see that in the left part we do have the Sudoku that is added here. That's quite cool. You can see the Sudoku. Yeah, so we have the Sudoku, which is a bit bigger here, but that's quite cool. So we have the Sudoku on the left.